Hi, this is The Honest Poppy and welcome. This video is a bite-sized targeted session and our focus is going to be on the legs and the hips. It's a short video, so it's easy to fit in if you don't have a lot of time, but it can also be linked in with other bite-sized videos to create a full workout. Remember, with these exercises, you decide how much you want to get out of it. So the more you activate, the more you squeeze those muscles, the more effective your workout is going to be. Enjoy! Let's start with hip rolls to warm up. You're going to lie on your back in a neutral spine and a neutral pelvis. Your feet and your knees are going to be hip width apart and in line with each other, and you're going to tuck your feet a little bit closer to your bottom to start with. You're going to breathe in to prepare, and as you breathe out, you're going to roll your pelvis back through a posterior tilt, curling your spine as you come up off the mat and finishing in a neutral position. This means you're going to be in a straight line in line with your legs. Your rib cage is flat on your tummy. Remember, we don't want to overextend with this exercise, popping the ribs open. We want to keep those abs on and stabilizing all the way through. Also make sure that your knees don't come apart when you come up or come together. They need to stay hip width apart. You're going to breathe in to stay at the top here, and then breathe out as you roll down, thinking about bringing your rib cage down first, curling through your lower back, through that pelvic tilt, and back to neutral again. We're going to do 2 more of these. In to prepare, and out as you roll up. In to stay, and out as you roll down. Last one. In to prepare, and out as you roll up. In to stay, and out as you roll back down, and back to that neutral start position. Moving on to hip release now. You can take your legs a little bit further away. This is about isolating your pelvis while we mobilize the hip joint, which is going to be really important for the upcoming exercises. You're going to breathe in to prepare, and as you breathe out, you're going to take your knee out to the side and slide your leg away, breathing in as you roll in and bend that knee back to where you started. The whole time, you're keeping your pelvis completely still. You're keeping your static legs still and pointing up to the ceiling while we just rotate into this hip joint. We're going to change direction now, going straight, roll your leg out, bend your knee, and then bring it back up to center. Your foot is going to move in a straight line forwards and backwards, and the hip is going to be where that rotation and movement is coming from. Last one in this direction on this side, and then we're going to switch to the other leg. So breathe in to prepare, out as you take your knee out to the side, slide your leg away, roll in, and bring it back for 3, and 2, and last one. Then change direction, straight first, roll your leg out, bend your knee and bring it up to center. 3, and 2, and 1, and back up to where you started. Finally, to finish off our warm-up, we're going to go into an imprint. Now, this is where you're tilting your pelvis using the abdominals to stabilize your lower back so that when your legs come up into the air, you're not going to injure yourself. So you're going to go into that imprint. Breathe in to prepare, out as you imprint, pulling your hip bones towards your rib cage and keeping yourself there just using the abdominals. You're going to bring your legs up into tabletop one at a time, and you should maintain that stability here when you lift your legs up. If you drop away when you lift your legs up, it's because you haven't been imprinting using the abdominals. So make sure you're stabilizing with your abs. So breathe in to prepare, out as you imprint, then bring your legs up one at a time into tabletop, stretch them away, bend, coming back down. Hold your imprint in as you lift your legs, out as you stretch them away, in as you bend, and out as you lower. 2 more. In, bend, and lower down. Last one. In as you lift, out as you stretch, in as you bend, and out as you bring them back down again. And that's our warm-up covered. We're going to go straight into shoulder bridge now. Now, shoulder bridge, we can do quite a lot of alterations with this one. So I'm going to keep it fairly basic for today, but look out for our prop workouts where you can see a lot more challenging versions of this. For shoulder bridge, you're going to be in neutral to start with. You're going to tuck your feet a little bit closer to your bottom. Same position as the hip rolls, but this time we're going to be staying in a neutral pelvis and a neutral spine as we lift and lower. And this is going to target into the hips, so the extensors of the hips are going to be working the hardest here. You're going to breathe in to prepare and out as you push yourself up into that neutral position, but notice we haven't rolled through the pelvis on this one. You're going to breathe in to stay and then out as you come down, and I want you to focus on bending at the top of the legs rather than rolling down with your pelvis. So this all stays together as you come down. Just moving from the hip joint as you come up, squeezing into the glutes and hamstrings, and then releasing as you come down. We're going to go into a 2-breath pattern here. So in to prepare, out as you push up, in as you come down, out as you push up, in as you come down. 2 more, out as you push up, and in as you come down. Last one, you're going to stay up this time. As you breathe in, you're going to lift one heel, and as you breathe out, you're going to lower it down. Now the other side, in as you lift, out as you lower. The whole time keeping your stability in your pelvis, keeping the glutes and hamstrings working hard for 3 and 2 and 1, and bring that heel down. We're going to go into the leg lift now. It's a small lift. You're going to lift your heel, followed by your toe, a little lift off the mat, and then coming down with your toe first, followed by your heel. Other side, breathing in as you lift, out as you lower, keeping that stability, keeping that neutral pelvis the whole way through, and using your breath to help you stabilize. We're going to do 2 more, in, and last one, in. Now we're going to do the double heel lift. So you're going to lift your heels and lower them together, breathing in as you lift, out as you lower. 3, 2, last one, keep your heels up now. While you keep your heels up, you're going to lower your pelvis down towards the mat and lifting up again. So you're going to be doing that up and down shoulder bridge movement again, but keeping your heels both up off the mat. For 3, 2, last one. Then lower your heels to the mat and bring your pelvis down to the mat to neutral again. And that's your shoulder bridge. We're going to go into side kick now. For side kick, I'm going to go into a fairly advanced version because it's extremely effective, and for the short time we've got, it's going to get that glute area working really well. So for your side kick, this is a modification of the full exercise, but you're going to go onto one knee and you're going to reach your arm away. Now what you want is to be leaning on this leg and leaning on this arm, but getting yourself into a neutral spine at an angle. So don't worry too much about what this leg is doing. It's going to be working hard anyway. The main thing I want is for your other leg to get up into a horizontal position. Okay, so wherever you need to be in that neutral position and get that leg up to horizontal is fine. What I'd like you to do is rotate your knee and your foot downwards slightly if you can, and then we're just going to gently lower that leg and bring it up again. Gently lower and bring it up again. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring that leg back to neutral, so your knee and your foot are pointing forward, and now we're going to do the side kick. So we're going to bend, bend, and stretch, keeping the pelvis still. Bend, bend, and stretch. 3 more. Bend, bend, and stretch. 2, bend, bend, and stretch. Last one. Bend, bend, and stretch. And then bring that leg down, and we're going to go over onto the other side. So same setup again. You might find that your mobility in your hips is slightly different on this side. Just adjust accordingly. Okay, onto this side. And firstly, rotating downwards, and we're going to lower and lift. Lower and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to neutral with that hip, and kick, kick, stretch. Bend, bend, stretch. For 3, 2, 1, and then bring that leg down. And that is your side kick. Next, we're going to go into side leg lift. For this series, it's handy to have a block, but if you don't have a block, you can easily just use a rolled up towel or a cushion, whatever's going to give you that nice neutral position of your head whilst you're in side lying. So you're lying on your side for side leg lift series. Okay. And you're going to be making sure that you're in a straight line. So look down at your feet, make sure that they're straight, they're not bent in front of you or back behind you. Also make sure that your pelvis hasn't rolled for this one. So it's quite common to see the pelvis rolling backwards or forwards depending on where your body favors to use these leg muscles. Okay, make sure your tummy and rib cage are off the mat and your pelvis is in neutral. We're going to do 5 exercises on each side in this position. So the first one is the lift and lower. You don't need to lift your leg too high. You want to keep your pelvis completely still, just moving from the hip joint. So think about stretching your leg away and softly bringing it down. Stretch and lower for 4, 3, 2, and 1. The second exercise is little circles. So keep your leg hovering. You're going to do little circles with the whole leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The staggered lift is number 3. So keep that leg up, bring the bottom leg up to join it, and bring them down together. Now it's quite easy to cheat here and tip your pelvis when you do this. Keep your pelvis still. It's a small lift. Bring the other leg up to join it, and then bring them down together. So an up, up, and down. If you feel you're a bit wobbly, you can have your hand in front, no problem. This just helps to cue you to keep your pelvis still. And down. Last one, up, up, and down. Now we're going to do the double lift. You're going to lift together and lower. And again, don't tilt your pelvis when you do this, okay? It's just the hip joints moving. So think about your bottom leg pushing your top leg away and then lowering down. Lift and lower. Your feet should glide on each other when you do this, and you'll know that you're not tipping too much at the pelvis. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Now the final exercise, number 5 of the side leg lift series, you're going to take your arm out above your head, okay? You can either have this hand in front of you to help you balance, but please just use your fingertips. Don't push yourself up with your arm. Fingertips on the mat, or if you're balanced enough on your side, you can have your hand here, or you can lift it up to the ceiling. You're going to breathe in to prepare, and then as you breathe out, you're coming up, lifting your body and your legs together. Keep your legs squeezing together, reaching away, and lift them as high as you can, really working into these lateral flexors here. Coming back down to the mat. In to prepare, and out as you come up. In to stay, and out as you come down. One more, so you're either going to be in this position, helping yourself to balance. Make sure your pelvis doesn't rotate with this exercise. If you're feeling balanced, you can reach to your feet, or you can bring your arm up to the ceiling if you feel really balanced. And then coming back down again. And we're going to flip over and do the other side now. Okay, so to start with, make sure you're in a straight line, that your legs are in line with your body, you haven't rotated your pelvis, and you're holding your rib cage and your tummy off the mat, keeping your spine in neutral. Starting with the lift and lower, we're going to lift and lower. Remember, it's a small movement. Think about stretching your leg away rather than trying to lift it too high. And we're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little circles now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The staggered lift now. Keep that leg up. Bring the bottom leg up to join it and bring them down together. We're going up, up, and down. Up, up, and down. The breath pattern is in, out. In, out. Last one. In, and out. Now together. Lift and lower. Breathing out and in as you lower. Out and in. Remember, you're keeping your pelvis still here. Just the legs are moving independently. Last one. And down. Then finally, number 5 of the side leg lift series. Take your arm out above your head. Decide where you're going to have your other arm, where you're most stable. You're going to breathe in to prepare and out as you come up, lifting your body and your legs, keeping that neutral. Don't roll your pelvis back or forwards. Try not to wobble. If you are wobbly, rather just support yourself with your fingertips. And then coming down, 2 more. In to prepare and out as you come up, either reaching to your feet, supporting yourself in front, or if you're balanced enough, you can reach that arm up to the ceiling. Last one, in to prepare and out as you come up, and then in as you come down again. And that is the bite-sized leg workout done. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you'd like to do some stretches, have a look at my leg stretch video. That should help to loosen things up. Hope to see you again soon, and don't forget to subscribe to The Honest Poppy for more Pilates videos and more targeted bite-sized videos too. See you soon. Bye.